Lesson 12.2 is the Pythagorean theory, and we're going to learn what the hypotenuse is, the leg of a right triangle, and what the Pythagorean theorem means. In a right triangle, the two shortest sides are the legs. So this side and this side are the shortest two sides here, and they are the legs. And the legs are always adjacent to the right angle, so they touch the side of the triangle that's the right angle. You can represent the lengths of the legs of the triangle with A and B, and the length of the hypotenuse with C. So when we have a right triangle and we're labeling the lengths of the legs and the hypotenuse, we label the legs A and B, and it doesn't matter which one's A and which one's B, and we label the hypotenuse C. In any right triangle, the sum of the squares of the lengths of the legs is equal to the square of the length of the hypotenuse. This equation is known as the Pythagorean theorem. So it's leg squared plus leg squared is equal to the hypotenuse squared, or A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So this is the Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus B squared equals C squared, and you're going to need to memorize that. Alright, so you can use the Pythagorean theorem to find the lengths of the hypotenuse of a right triangle when you know the lengths of the legs. So we're going to use this equation, A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared, to find the missing length, the hypotenuse. So here we know that this is 3 centimeters and this is 4 centimeters. Well, I'm going to label this A, this B, and this C. It wouldn't matter if I had labeled this A and this B. Doesn't matter which leg's A and which leg's B. So my equation is A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. So here A squared, A is 3, so this is going to be 3 squared, plus B is 4, so plus 4 squared is equal to C squared. Alright, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, and that's equal to C squared. 9 plus 16 is 25 is equal to C squared. Now am I looking for C or C squared? I'm looking for C, so I got to get C. How do I get C squared to be C? I take the square root of both sides. The square root of 25 is 5. The square root of C squared is C. So now I know that the length of the hypotenuse is 5, and this is going to be 5 centimeters. So C is equal to 5 centimeters. Alright. Here we have 7 centimeters on this leg, 24 centimeters on this leg. I'm going to label this A, B, C. My equation is A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. A is 7, B is 24, and that's equal to C squared. 7 squared is 49, 24 squared, not 25. The length of this side is 24. 24 squared is 576. 49 plus 576 is 625. Now I'm not looking for C squared, I'm looking for C, so I have to take the square root of both sides. The square root of 625 is 25. Square root of C squared is C, so C is equal to 25 centimeters. Alright, let's work one more. I'm going to label this one A this time, and this one B, and this one C. C is always across from the right angle. It's called the hypotenuse. It's always straight across from the right angle. So this is A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. Here A is 3, so 3 squared, B is 12 is equal to C squared. Three squared is 9. 12 squared is 144. 9 plus 144 is 136. Now I have to take the square root of both sides to get c by itself. So the square root of 136 is 11.6619 blah blah blah. So if I round this to 2 decimal places, this is 11.66. Okay, what you need to remember is a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. A and b are both the sides that touch the right angle, and c is straight across.